This program is brought to you by Emory University.
On March 26, 2013, the Center for Faculty Development and Excellence at Emory University hosted a discussion titled Social Media and Public Scholarship. The panelists examined how platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and blogs can increase the impact of scholarship beyond the academy and how to negotiate the risks of using them. The speakers were Bana Westcote, an archaeologist and professor of art history, Rupika Rizam, a graduate student in English at Emory and assistant professor of world literature and English education at Salem State University as of fall 2013, and Shannan Palma, a staff member in the Center for Women at Emory and a PhD alumna in Women's, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. In this video, Shannan Palma describes how she uses Facebook to augment her scholarship.
Hi, my name is Dr. Shannan Palma, and I'm going to talk to you about Facebook as it relates to public scholarship. If you're trying to establish a broader social media platform as a public scholar and to connect regularly with a community of people who share your social and professional spaces or with whom you have a common interest, Facebook allows you to do that. Now, your personal Facebook account, and that's mainly what I'm going to focus on here, and I'll get to why, it allows you to proactively connect with colleagues at other universities in a personal way. Meet someone at a conference, send them a friend request with a message about how much you enjoyed the in-person contact, and stay connected with them. Make a connection with someone through working on an edited volume or other one-off project. Send them a friend request, even if you've never met in person, but send them a personal message telling them that you enjoyed working with them and you'd like to stay connected. Facebook is about community. It's about staying connected to the people you know and potentially gaining connections to the people they know. If your immediate goal is to establish your expertise through broadcasting information, look to Twitter or start a blog. An official or public Facebook page, one that people click like to connect with, may also do what you need. But you have to consider how most people use Facebook. It's not LinkedIn, where people enact their professional personas all the time. It is not academia.edu, where scholars list their most recent publications. It is perhaps the largest online space where people keep in touch with friends and acquaintances. Users may be leaving it up in the background during their workday as a form of water cooler chat. They may be sitting in their pajamas watching TV and reviewing their feed before going to bed. Many of them are playing games or scrolling through their feed on their phones while waiting for a meeting to start. Facebook helps you to maintain access to your supporters and, depending on your privacy settings, allows them to easily share your posts with people in their networks by clicking like or comment or share. It gives you a medium to facilitate their continued investment and interest between project releases, and it helps you create a sense of communal investment in your new releases and events because people feel like they know you. The dictionary defines community in terms of shared geography and history and culture, but my definition's a little different. A social group of any size whose members invest in and share aspects of each other's lives. That's what I say. This is the community that Facebook provides. Now, if we're going to recap here, Facebook gives you access to supporters, promoters, and interlocutors. So don't forget those all-important comment threads. You can have some interesting conversations there if you set out some basic guidelines for yourself. Be a good colleague, okay? But lastly, also remember it should be fun. If you're not having fun on Facebook, you should probably be working a different medium or switching to broadcast mode and getting an official page, not a personal one. That people can tell if you're not having fun. and then they don't necessarily want to engage with you as much. Okay, so let's talk about some mindsets. Facebook is the place where you show others that you're a good colleague and community member, a decent person to have around the office or to invite to be a keynote speaker. This is our personal Facebook page. Your social media persona should be a representation of your best self. Stay positive. Promote others. Don't put people down. If you want to point out your disagreement with an article or stance, make the argument. Don't slam the person. Remember that you are representing yourself. People think they know you, but they don't necessarily. Facebook you is not you, so don't get your ego involved. Also, don't post anything that you wouldn't be willing to discuss in person, because people will bring those things up and comment on them in real life. Social media has a rapid reset rate, so let screw-ups go. If you post something you're not happy with, delete it. If you post something and there's nothing wrong with the post, it just doesn't get a lot of response, post something else. Facebook isn't your diary. Failability is okay, grim humor is okay, and it can actually be really appealing because it allows empathy and distance simultaneously. But despair puts people off, so if you are really depressed about something, go ahead and shut your computer and call someone. Don't post. Another thing, this is a pet peeve of mine, you're a PhD, so please use proper punctuation. Grammar, it's important. Facebook's algorithms mean that the more people interact with you, the more frequently you'll show up in their feeds. This means you need to engage in order to maximize your return on investment. I want you to think about this as we move into talking about what your Facebook policy is going to be. What's your comfort level with authenticity and personal engagement? How important is privacy to you? You're the only one who can answer these questions. If privacy is one of your high values, I suggest creating an official page to funnel work and scholarly connections to rather than a personal one. Okay? This allows you to engage with those who like your page as a broadcaster with limited engagement. It lets people engage with you without sharing their information, which can also be nice. Now, the downsides are that you can't do much to initiate that connection. You can invite them to like your page, but only if you're already personal Facebook friends with them. You also miss out on the ability to personally invite people to your events, which you can do from a friend page. This is a way to get people to your 8 a.m. panel presentation at the big national conference, or to invite them to tune in to your upcoming TV appearance. It's no small loss to give up that ability. If you choose to have a personal page, decide whether you're going to allow subscribers in addition to your friends. Allowing subscribers is something I recommend for people whose students want to keep in touch with them. The students will be able to see your public posts only, and you won't have to see their feeds and know way too much about them, which can be an issue, I know. Think hard about what your boundaries are. What are your privacy settings? Do you understand how to set them and monitor them? Do you post pictures of your family, your kids? Do you argue politics? Do you show your relationship status? How much time do you invest in commenting on other people's feeds or engaging with comments on your own? How much time do you allow Facebook in general? The more you think these things through early on and make decisions about them, make conscious decisions about them, the less you'll be unnerved by Facebook's frequent reboots to its design and policies. You'll be able to adapt on your terms instead of on the corporation's. You'll also keep it from taking over your life. As part of your policy formation, consider how frequently you will post and what you will post. Remember that pictures and videos get the most likes and shares. Questions will elicit the most engagement. Tagging friends when you promote their recent successes, so-and-so has a new book out, go read it, will increase the visibility of your posts by also having them show up in the tagged people's feeds. Periodically assess what you're doing and decide if it's worth it. I'm not going to talk about the algorithms Facebook uses to decide what shows up in people's feeds because they change too frequently. So Google Facebook algorithms and Mashable and find out what they are most recently. Okay, that's going to be my recommendation. If you have more specific questions or would like to discuss a strategy tailored to your personal public scholarship goals, feel free to contact me through my website at shannanpalma.com. I hope that you have learned a little bit and are ready to go ahead and start taking your Facebook strategy to the next level. Thank you.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.